Hey there guys, am I audible? Just let me check. Okay. So it seems that I'm audible. That's nice. Welcome everyone. So OpenAI has released their GPT 4.1 series of models, and as you know, the mystery models Quasar and Optimus Alpha, they were from OpenAI obviously, and as said, they have 1 million context length. So this is Windsurf if you are wondering, and as you know, they have started a partnership, and as you can see, GPT 4.1 is absolutely free for April 14th to April 21. So you can use it absolutely free. I don't have any subscription on Windsurf, but still it is available for free. As you can see, it says, it might be small, but it says GPT 4.1 free for limited time. So yeah, GPT 4.1 is free. So they talked a lot about the agentic capabilities and all of that. So in this video, we'll be testing it against ARC AGI. So let's first open up my repository. Now let's ask GPT 4.1 to start up the server. Let's see if it's able to find out. So I'll just mention start up the server. Let's see if it's able to find out. Okay. So it immediately says that to start up the server, I'll run your start server.sh script. Absolutely awesome. That is what we want. So I think it does it. And it is running. So let's open up the page and continue with the testing. Okay. So as you guys know, this is the page. We'll be now testing GPT 4.1, the whole family on the ARC AGI bench. So let me just set up everything. And meanwhile guys, you can like the video. So we'll need one more. That will be the leaderboard. So this is the current leaderboard guys, if you are wondering. As you can see, there are 12 models that I've benchmarked. I mean like actually 7, including Quasar Alpha and all of that. So the topmost model is Claude 3.7 Sonnet. Let's see if that is defeated today. So okay, the process is running. Let's open up it in terminal, and okay, as you can see, it's running. And let's start with GPT 4.1 Nano, the smallest one. If you look at the API pricing, it is $0.1 per million input tokens and $0.4 per million output tokens. So let's copy GPT 4.1 Nano's name and we'll test for all questions. Let's see where it lands and this whole leaderboard. Let's get started. I'll add the image. So let's add OpenAI's image, and that is it. Let's see guys, where does GPT 4.1 Nano land? Where to access? Yeah, they did mention it in the live stream that it's Quasar Alpha. They didn't mention which model it is, either the Nano, Mini or the complete version. But they did mention that Quasar was related to it. Where to access? Yes, you can access it on Open Router. Let me show you. So this is Open Router. It is available on Open Router, not for free. Let me tell you that. If you want to use it for free, it is available on Windsurf. It's absolutely free. You don't need anything. Just, I mean like you have to subscribe, just log in and then it will be over. And it's just for 1 week, I think up to April 21. So you can do any kind of coding if you want. Let's see the progress. Okay. Is GPT 4.1 good at coding? We'll have to see. I have tried Quasar Alpha and it was kind of surprising in some questions. It does have that usual OpenAI behavior. I mean, like in front end coding, it's not that good. When you compare to 3.7 Sonnet, that is my feeling. Because I mean, like the 3.7 Sonnet family is absolutely stunning in front end coding. There is no competition. So, not up to that limit, but I think it's improved, as they said. But it does have that usual behavior that it is very good in back end coding, getting the physics right and all of that. But when it comes to design and aesthetics, it is not that good. At least I'm saying this based on the testing on Quasar Alpha. That is kind of a beta model, so the 4.1 model is just released. We'll have to wait for that. So let the test go on. If we look at the pricing of GPT 4.1 Nano, it is $0.1 and $0.4. I think Mistral is somewhere here. Let's see Mistral 3.1. Okay, exactly. So Mistral small 3.1 24B is even cheaper than GPT 4.1 Nano. So I think that is a very head-to-head competition between these two. GPT 4.1 Nano being slightly more pricier than Mistral 3.1's 24B. So a head-to-head between these two will be nice, I guess. What do you guys say about that? I haven't posted a video on Mistral 3.1 24B, but in my testing I found out that it was very good in coding. Better than Gemma 3. And I think better than, not better than Llama. I mean, they are head to head. Llama 3 Scout has slight edge over there. But comparatively, I would say Mistral 3.1 is very cheap. So you have that. Let's see. Do you guys think OpenAI will release O3 model in this week? What are the chances? Yeah, and O4 mini, that is nice. I mean, I feel like O4 mini will be the model that we can actually use given the pricing. Hope it's not just for pro users. Yeah, at least even if it's rate limited for weekly rate limits, it should be available for plus users. I read an article on O3 and it was mentioned that they used a technique to make it cheaper. So technically then it should be more accessible than O1. I don't know if that's the case or that's the intent that OpenAI has. So I think one of the biggest things that we can say about GPT 4.1 is its instruction following. I mean, like OpenAI knew that people are not preferring their models just because of instruction following. If you don't know, I have made a recent post. Let me show you that. So let's see if I'm able to show you guys that. I made a recent post about instruction following. Where is that? Yes, this one. So have a look at this. So just how I asked GPT 4.1 to start my server. Similarly, I asked Claude 3.7 Sonnet to start the server, and you can see it's a thinking model, Claude 3.7 Sonnet thinking. It thought for 3 seconds, it listed the directories, read the readme file, and did all of that. Then, it does all the thorough research. Then it comes up with a response. That's the reason I like Claude 3.7 Sonnet. And I think they have improved that with GPT 4.1. If that is the case, then I think it will be nice. O3 was very pricey when they revealed in December. Very interesting to see if they improved on that. Yeah. They have said that they have improved, and pricing, we have to see. I'm just curious about O3 Pro. What pricing will they come up with? $1 million for 1 million tokens. If there is no competition, they will go up to that. We are thankful that we have competition, and Google is actually giving them a tough competition. And it's true for either case. I mean, like, if there is no competition to Google, then we might not get Gemini 2.45 Pro for free, maybe. Since there is a competition, that's the reason we are getting things for free. So far, GPT 4.1 Nano is doing good. It is coming around 8.6%. So that is already ahead of... Wait, let me get rid of this one. Yeah. So that is already ahead of GPT 4.0 Mini. If it is able to score above 8%, then it's already higher than GPT 4.0 Mini. Have to get rid of this one as well. Yes. Do you know how does it compare in coding tasks? Not yet. I have to test it. I'll be doing a comparison video soon. But this ARC AGI test should give us an idea of the raw intelligence of the model. You can see the leaderboard is pretty much, aligned to what we think should perform better. Claude 3.7 Sonnet is at the top, followed by 3.5 Sonnet and DeepSeek. So when it comes to raw intelligence, this is a very good... ARC AGI is a very good benchmark at predicting that. What I am looking for is 10%, because Mistral Small 3.1, it scored 10%. So where is Gemini 2.5 Pro? This is for non-thinking models, so Gemini 2.5 Pro is not there here. All these models are non-thinking ones. The Minecraft building thing, yeah, I have seen it on X, yes. It's nice. Yeah, 3D modeling Grok 3 did amazing. Thinking models accuracy should be higher. I tried Gemini to... Actually, this test is not optimized for thinking models. And in my previous live stream, I did a testing, and initially Gemini 2.5 Pro was not performing very good, because there might be some issues. It's kind of cool how to see how models do in a 3D environment. Yes. So my video on Blender testing 3D modeling, If you haven't seen the video where I tested 3.7 Sonnet thinking, you should see that. I mean, the performance was absolutely amazing. Thank you, Mohammed. So it is hovering around that 8.5, 8.4%. That doesn't seem that good because Mistral is at 10%. Anyways, this is not a direct comparison to coding test and all other things. Things can vary, but this gives us a slight idea. By the way, guys, if you want to see my recommendations, you can go to my website yjxai.in. So currently it's not working, I guess. Just wait a minute. Okay, it doesn't open now. You can try it out, yjxai.in. So there I have actually posted all my results, which model is best for which section. Who do you think will win the race in AI models? Okay, so I don't have a very good personal preference, but I have asked many and they say that Google might be the one, but we are not sure. Because Google has the whole stack. They can, I mean, like they can, if they can serve Gemini 2.5 Pro level model, which is a thinking model, absolutely for free for everyone. So they have that level of scale, and they have actually improving a lot, because previously they had Bard. It was absolutely pathetic, but slowly and gradually now they are at a point that they have the state of the art currently. Maybe few months or a year, there will be a back and forth between OpenAI and Google, and eventually my Google may surpass OpenAI. Maybe. But I want there should be competition, because if there is no competition, then we'll not get good models from Google and for free. So if we look at Windsurf, they have directly given access to GPT 4.1. So there is no way to access, I think, GPT 4.1 mini and nano. You can access it on Open Router. There is that. Yeah, Gemini 2.5 Pro is absolutely amazing. I actually did a live stream yesterday and had a chess match between Gemini 2.5 Pro and Quen. And the moves that Gemini 2.5 Pro made was absolutely amazing. Yeah, I think why they don't release in ChatGPT, the reason is I think it is for a very different usage. As they said in the live stream, they, I mean, these models are more optimized for diff, creating diffs and working agentically on Windsurf and other agentic IDEs. So I think what they did is they are going to have chat models, the models that are good for chat on the ChatGPT website, and they will have a different branch which will go to this coding and agentic side. Did you guys hear that GPT 4.5 is going in few months? They said in the live stream that GPT 4.5 is going. We will not have GPT 4.5 in few months. I think that's the reason they came up with the name GPT 4.1. Yeah, the GPT 4.1 is available only in the API, and Chat GPT 4.5 is will yeah, they will deprecate it in the API because of the insane pricing. They know that the model is clearly unusable when it comes to in the API, and that model is specifically good for chat. So guys, those who are joining now, the key metric that you are looking at is Mistral 3.1 24B instruct. So that is the model which is very close to the pricing of GPT 4.1 Nano. As you can see, it's $0.1 per million input tokens and $0.3 per million output tokens. And that is very close to GPT 4.1 Nano's pricing. $0.1 input tokens and $0.4 output tokens. So 4.1 Nano is slightly pricier compared to Mistral. So we'll have to see if it surpasses Mistral model. Yes, this is ARC 1. Hello. Hello everyone. So if you have been watching my live streams, you might find out that the songs are a bit different. The reason is that Suno AI now wants you to have to be subscribe to their pro subscription. So you have to be a pro subscriber to use the music on YouTube. I mean, like, they have trained on publicly available data and now they are copywriting that. So today I was just fiddling around with which subscription model do you use, bro, to access all the AI models. I use OpenRouter. OpenRouter has access to almost all models. So you can see all three models, as you can see, it is available here in OpenRouter 4.1, 4.1 mini and nano. So almost all models which have an API should come to OpenRouter. So it's better to have OpenRouter, I guess. You can see there are lot other models that have been released. Yeah, so OpenRouter is the one that I use. William says not better than 4.0. Okay. The free one, but I can only have 50 requests. You can try many free models that are available over here. I think Optimus Alpha has been removed, I guess. Let me see if Optimus Alpha is available. Okay, so they have removed Optimus Alpha as well, guys, because it was anyway GPT 4.1 family behind the hood. So there are some free models that you can use. See, free is mentioned. You can use these models, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. There is no point at using GPT 4.1 over Gemini 2.5 Pro. I mean, like, they are miles apart when it comes to, I mean, performance. Okay, so in Roo code you have that restriction. Well, in that case, you might have to add some credits, I guess. Okay, so I haven't used OpenRouter without credits, so that's the reason I don't have much idea about that. But I think you can add some credits. There is no issue because we might think that the whole context will be used and there will be a lot of costs. Doesn't Code have an option to show the pricing? How much does it cost for that request? Okay, I think the best is I haven't mentioned, the best is DeepSeek V3, I guess, because DeepSeek V3 is absolutely free. You can get the subscription for $15, and there is no limit to DeepSeek V3. They have recently updated it to DeepSeek V3 0324. I have to test its coding capabilities, but it is a good model. Its instruction following will be not that good as GPT 4.1, I guess. But yeah, I think you can try out Windsurf subscription. It's $15 and it's unlimited. DeepSeek V3 0324, that will be unlimited. I do doubt the instruction following capabilities of that model, but raw coding capability is good. Yeah, they did run a free daily usage campaign kind of thing, and I think you're talking about an updated one that they have run recently. I have to check that. If that's the case, then you can use it for. Yeah, I have used Augment AI and that's really good. I have to say, Augment AI is very good. For some reason, I prefer it over Cursor. I mean, like, I'm not currently using Windsurf, but how good do you expect O4 Mini and O4 on the ARC AGI bench? I mean, the ARC AGI 2 is very hard for all the models. ARC AGI 1 is already completely defeated by O3. So O4 should come to around 15-20%, who knows, maybe. Just guessing. This is the nano variant, and yeah, it's not doing that good. It's scoring below 7 when Mistral scored 10%. And Google Gemma 3 as well. Let me check the pricing of Gemma 3. How much is that? So, oh my god. I mean, like, it's even cheaper than Mistral. It's $0.1 per million input tokens and $0.2 per million output tokens. So when it comes to output tokens, GPT 4.1 Nano is twice. Let me show GPT 4.1 Nano, $0.4. Okay, so compared to all three, it is pricier. Frankly speaking, guys, if I talk about coding, I mean, like, mostly the models that we have currently, O3 Mini High or others, they are very good and actually enough for coding in most of the cases. What they lack is agentic capabilities, which Claude 3.7 Sonnet and 3.5 Sonnet as well, they have. If OpenAI is able to actually improve that, which they have with GPT 4.1, I guess, then it will be very nice. I think that is more important than raw coding capability, because we are not just on daily coding life, we will not be training neural net models, so we don't need too much intelligence. Yes, Gemini 2.5 is better when it comes to coding, but still, I mean, when I use it in Cursor, I don't feel it's that better, because 3.7 Sonnet, as I told in my post, see this one. When you ask something, it will do a lot of things. It will list the current directory, read the files, everything. So when there is an error, it has to fix it. Then it will actually see all the files and understand what is the issue. And that is more important. Even if Gemini 2.5 Pro is very intelligent, if it doesn't do the needed research of the directory, it is like, being blindfolded. So how much coding power do you have? That will not work. It has to actually understand what is the issue, which 3.7 does very good. It will actually find the issue. And once we have found the issue, then it's pretty much easy for the models. That is just my point of view. Okay, the test was completed, I guess. And GPT 4.1 Nano has been added, guys, to the list. Right at the bottom. 6.3%. It's right at the bottom. And now it's time to... Let's see how many credits do we have now. It shouldn't have cost more. Let's see. So... It's not mentioned. I think it was way cheaper. Let's do one thing. Let's move on to the next model, Gpt 4.1 Mini. Let's copy. Test all questions. Let's add the logo. Let's see. What is the pricing of GPT 4.1 Mini? Okay, so it is priced at $1.6 per million output tokens and $0.4 per million input tokens. So where have I seen that? Let's look at Claude 3.5 Haiku. Okay, Claude 3.5 Haiku is way pricier. So it is, I think, let's see, Llama Scout. So even Llama Scout is very cheap. So which model does GPT 4.1 Mini align with? We don't know. It is somewhere in the middle ground, I guess, with $1.6 per million on output tokens. Mistral is just fraction of its cost. I mean, if 4.1 mini has to actually be reliable, it has to cross Gemini to Flash Lite, which is sitting at 16%, and at least Llama 4 Scout. How much do I spend in AI subscriptions? Actually, I mean, like I have not counted. Whenever there is a release, I have to buy the subscription. So most of my spending goes in Open Router. When I'm testing models like Claude 3.7 Sonnet, Sonnet Thinking, O3 Mini High, the model O3 Mini High is cheap, but it takes a lot of thinking tokens. I mean, like it can take up to 70,000 tokens as well for one response. So, as you know, OpenAI models, if you have used, they think a lot. They will take a lot of thinking time. And GPT 4.5, obviously, that takes a lot. So, when I'm using models like that, then the credits do get over very pretty soon. But tests like these, like 4.1 mini, 4.1, it's not that pricey. So Augment AI has a free trial running, I guess, right? For 30 days, I guess. So I'm trying to use it as much as I can. But what I should be looking at is Windsurf's DeepSeek V30324. That model is available for absolutely free. Even 4.1 is available free for a limited time, but DeepSeek V30324 is absolutely free. Yeah, they have given, because previously DeepSeek V3, not the 3.1, that was available for absolutely free. Now they have given 0324 for absolutely free. How they did it, I don't know, but it's free. I was thinking to move to Windsurf, but I currently have running Cursor subscription, and then also I'm currently using Augment, that is for available for free and performing better than Cursor. So maybe after that I'll go. And the meanwhile, we have NVS, we have GPT 4.1 for free for a week. Augment AI, how were they able to give everything for free? I mean, like even Windsurf, even they gave it for free. If I go on to my website, not my website, Windsurf, let me show you. So Just give me a minute. Yeah, now I can go and see the pricing, I guess. You can see the $15 plan, I get it for $10 because I'm an early adopter. So when Windsurf was just released, even they give it for free for a week, I guess. Okay, it does look that GPT 4.1 mini is going to land somewhere around Llama 4 Maverick. That is nice. Is that Quasar Alpha? We don't know. Maybe 4.1 mini was Quasar Alpha and 4.1 non mini was Optimus Alpha, I guess. They have already used their trial subscription. Yeah, I mean, if they have to gain popularity and traction, I think they have to give it for free. I seriously thought GPT 5.5 will support ARC AGI 2. We'll have to see. ARC AGI 2 looks absolutely awesome. I mean, like in their previous bench, it scored 90% and now it is absolutely nothing. If they release a public dataset of ARC AGI 2, then it will be nice. Where is the leaderboard? Just have a look at it. I think this is O3 low, I guess. Even O3 low was able to score 80%, right? Nearly 75%. So O3, even when it's not thinking too much, should give us a very good performance. On the ARC AGI 2 dataset, it scores 4%. Guys, have you seen my video on the Llama 4 series of model? I have tested Llama 4 Maverick and you should see what happened. Yeah, yeah, now it's running. I don't know for what reason it was not working. This is my website, guys. So this was built entirely with cursor. I'll be sharing the link. I hope that works with you as well. This is the website. If you go on to problem collection, you can see all the questions that I use in my test. Reasoning, max, coding. If you go to model recommendations, You will see all my recommended models for each tier. There is free models toggle that will enable all the free models. So I have recently updated that, but I have to update that again, hopefully, if GPT 4.1 mini does perform very good. I mean, like GPT 4.1 family, if that performs very good, then I will have to update that. By the way, guys, do hit the like button, support me. Talking about the ARC AGI leaderboard, it's a public dataset that is available for anyone. If you go on to ARC AGI GitHub, that is publicly available, as you can see. It's publicly available, but I have did some modifications so that I'm automatically able to run the tests. I can see that GPT 4.1 mini is coming close to Quasar Alpha, so maybe 4.1 mini is Quasar Alpha. Maybe. What was the price of 4.0 mini? Okay, guys, 4.0 mini was actually cheaper than 4.1 mini. It's $0.6 per million output tokens and $0.15 per million input tokens. And 4.1 mini is more than twice, guys. More than twice. Nearly 3 times. 4.1 mini is 3 times pricier than 4.0 mini, guys. That is a not very good. That's not a very good thing to do. I think 4.0 mini is more closer to 4.1 nanos pricing. You can see, so this is $0.1 per million input tokens and $0.4. I'm talking about the 4.1 nano version. And GPT 4.0 mini is 0.15 and 0.6. So I think 4.1 nano is the one. Then we can see Nano performed way worse than GPT 4.0 mini. 4.0 mini was at 8% and this is at 6.3%. I'm actually finding it difficult, guys, Which model should I compare 4.1 mini with? I mean, if 4.1 nano is similar to pricing with, there is not much difference if you compare GPT 4.0 mini and 4.1 nano's pricing. So when it comes to efficient model category, I think 4.1 nano is the one. And 4.1 mini lands in a weird space. It's not as pricey as Claude 3.5 Haiku, but it's almost 3 times costlier than 4.0 mini. So it's a weird space to be in. .1 mini versus Llama 4 Scout. Yeah, Llama 4 Scout. I'll be telling more about that in my video. Llama 4 Scout, let's look at the pricing. I just don't remember. So you can see the pricing is absolutely insane. Llama 4, $0.08 per million input tokens and $0.3 per million output tokens. Even if you consider the most priciest one, even that is at 0.1. Yeah, Llama 4 Scout is cheap when it comes to FP8 version. The BF16 version, I guess they are a bit pricey. This Novita AI, that is pricier. Llama 4 Scout is good for coding, that I can say. Not sure about other things. Let's look at Gemini Flash pricing. Even that is cheaper. No matter what efficient model I talk about, that is cheaper than 4.1 mini. I think besides Claude 3.5 Haiku. which is nearly 2 times pricier than 4.1 mini. So that model is on another level. Thank you. Let's look at Llama 4 Mavericks pricing. because this model seems to be landing there. Okay, even Llama 4 Maverick is cheap. Let's look at complete version. I mean, like, no matter what you do, it's very cheap. They have actually priced GPT 4.1 mini above what they should. This $1.6, it's actually very steep pricing. They shouldn't have done that. Maybe the reason is because of this 1 million context, because they are providing the same price up until 1 million context instead of Google, which actually has different pricings for different context length. And that ends GPT 4.1 mini is done and it has joined, and it is slightly below Llama 4 Maverick actually. That's not what I expected. But things can change. This is not the ultimate test. Coding can vary. Now it's time for 4.1. Let's see. Let's get the model name. Let's start. Guys, do you think it will beat Claude 3.7 Sonnet? Let me start a poll. Let's see. Yeah, based on the performance of the mini and the nano models, even I think that there is very less chance, to be honest. But who knows? By the way, guys, ARC AGI bench, the current one that I'm testing, I mean, like, it is a very good way to understand the raw intelligence of models, but it's not everything. I should be clear about that. Because you can see DeepSeek V3 0324 ranks third here, but according to me, it is one of the best. It performs equal or better than 3.7 Sonnet. I'm talking about the non-thinking models. So that is that. Okay, so 8%, eight people have voted, and all of them say that it will not beat 3.7 Sonnet. Yeah, most likely that is going to happen. Now it's already below in the, I mean, like, it's just barely touching 30. By the way, to get it right, it has to have a success rate of 137 questions. So it has to get 137 questions right. Only then it will be able to, claim that title. Yeah, 138 to beat, yes. My bad. ARC AGI is a kind of overlook at the models. It does mean that the model is actually intelligent when you talk about the raw intelligence. And the reason is that, if you look at the response, let me show you the response actually. Here you can see this is the response that you get. It's just matrix. I'm not allowing the models to think, even generate a single token. Usually you see when you are talking in the chat interface, it says that let me give you the response, and then it prints the response. But when it comes to this particular test, the models just directly output matrix. So this is kind of raw intelligence. So yeah, it does have some carry through when it comes to coding, but it's not everything. After testing 4.1 family, I will wait for other models. Basically, after this ARC AGI test, I will be going on to make a comparison video between 4.1, 3.7 Sonnet and DeepSeek, I guess. I'm still thinking about to whether include 3.7 Sonnet or not. Because according to me, DeepSeek is better. When it comes to reasoning and max, there is no competition. DeepSeek is miles better because of its thinking tokens. It takes a lot of thinking tokens, nearly 7,000, 8,000 tokens. I mean, like when I say thinking, it is chain of thought, not the actual reasoning models thinking. So I will probably compare 4.1 with DeepSeek and likely 3.7 Sonnet. I'll make a video on that. Yeah, Gemini 2.5 Pro is a thinking model. That's the reason. Because all these models are non-thinking ones. And that is the reason there is no DeepSeek R1 O3 Mini High as well. Guys, I don't know, but for some reason I think the GPT 5 series of models all will be thinking, and there will not be any non-thinking model, as Sam said in his tweet. Yeah, it does look like that. I think thinking models should perform better. I have tested Gemini 2.5 Pro for few questions, and it actually didn't work that well. That the reason being that the whole I have to actually change everything in this. The way I am capturing the responses, that has to be changed. Maybe that will actually work. Reasoning models should perform better, most probably. Yeah, they would take forever. I mean, like, I will have to say this, the Chinese models. I mean, like, I love them. They are free. That's absolutely awesome, and all of that. But DeepSeek R1 and the Quen series of models, they take forever. I mean, forever. Yeah, my website was built entirely with Cursor. I wipe coded it, and now it's not opening. I think all these issues are, yeah. So I think it's not there. Somewhere here I did mention that it was built with Cursor, but yeah, it was built with Cursor. Yes, I was talking about the Chinese models. They take forever. I know once I was testing DeepSeek R1, I just sent a prompt and then I slept, just waiting. And then after taking a nap, when I woke up, it was still generating. I mean, like, it was still thinking. Yeah, that's the reason when you're testing, when you're making videos, when there is, these Chinese models, I do have that issue. But it's good what they have been able to give for free for these many months. But now we have Gemini 2.5 Pro, and that is a gift that Google has given us. I mean, it's very hard to complain about anything for that matter. If you go onto my website, let me show you. If you see the model recommendation, it's full of with this symbol. See, best reasoning model Gemini 2.5 Pro, best maths, best coding, best overall, best free model, everything is Gemini 2.5 Pro. Even in best free model I have mentioned. Have a look at this. We should be thankful to Google that the best overall model is the same as the best free model. Probably got loop when try to solve. Yes. The biggest problem with vibe coding is finding the error. That is the reason I use cursor, because Windsurf has credit limits, whereas when it comes to cursor, even your limits are over, you can use it slow mode. I hope the O4 mini model that they will release has similar kind of instruction following as like the GPT 4.1. If O4 mini is good in coding and instruction following, then it should defeat 3.7 Sonnet thinking and finally become developers' favorite. Why is the average time for Grok 3 and Gemini 2 Pro 1000 second? Yes, because I actually manually inserted the data. Uh, Grok 3, it had a lot of rate limits when it was released. So I didn't do the automatic testing, the one you are seeing now. In fact, I did a manual testing and just inserted the data. So it had to insert some average time. So I mean, like it decided to put 1000 seconds. I don't know why the model did that, but anyways, that is not taken into account. I don't know for what reason. I think that Gemini 2 GPT 4.5 should be somewhere around 3.7 Sonnet. Maybe. But anyways, that model is going from the API. OFO mini pricing will be cost $400 just making website. I hope that doesn't happen. I mean, the price of O1 Pro is unbelievable. Just look at this pricing. $150 input tokens and $600 output tokens. 600. That's astronomical pricing. Okay, and that is how we have completed half the test, and it is somewhere around 20.7. It's going to probably land below Gemini 2 Pro, I guess. Are you talking about OpenAI O1 Pro's pricing? Yeah, GPT 4.1's performance is not that good. Yeah, you're right. How much was the accuracy of V3 original? I haven't tested that. I was not having this bench at that time, I guess. Even I didn't do that. This is the public test of ARC AGI. We are testing the raw intelligence of the models. As you can see, the ranking is pretty much good and aligns with the general perception of people what they think should rank first or second. So we have tested GPT 4.1 Nano. You can see it has landed at the very bottom with 6.3%, and we have the mini version GPT 4.1 mini, and that has ranked at 17.5%, and currently we are testing the biggest model. Yeah, Nano is not a coding model, sure, and this is not coding as well, this is solving puzzles. Yeah, I do find it absolutely stunning the way they released Gemini 2.5. In my video I have said that they jump frog many things. Instead of releasing a Gemini 2 Ultra, they skipped that. They skipped Gemini 2.5 Flash. They went straight to Gemini 2.5 Pro. I mean, that is equivalent to releasing O4. No, not O4. Yeah, O4. Releasing directly O4. How crazy would that be? And I think they were confident with their model. Yeah, the average time in Claude 3.7 Sonnet's responses and 3.5 is actually high. Because this list is for non-thinking models. I don't have thinking models. You can see, you might have also seen that there is no DeepSeek R1 and what else? I'm just missing something. Gemini 2.5, DeepSeek R1. I'm missing the name, but yeah, you can see. Yeah, O3 mini hai, yes. Thank you. You don't see that in the list because this is a list for non-thinking models. Testing the thinking models is a bit pricey at the current scale that I am in. I think 4.1 mini is going to be the most popular model out of the family. But its pricing is very weird. I mean, GPT 4.1 mini is 3 times pricier than all these models. You can see all these Meta Llama 4 Scout, Gemma. I mean, like compared to GPT 4o mini, it is 3 times pricier. And talking about these models, I think it is 5 to 6 times. Mistral is around $0.3 per million output tokens, and 4.1 Winnie is 1.6. So that is how much? 6 times. 5 to 6 times pricier. What about comparing to 4o? So I don't have 4o in the list. I haven't done that. I was thinking that a new model is going to release, so I have done that. Pricing, yes. Let's look at the pricing. GPT 4.1 is cheaper than 4o. So you can see here it is $8 per million output tokens. It is $10 for 4o. Let me show you that. GPT 4o. So it's $2.5 input tokens and $10 output tokens, and the 4.1 model is $2 input tokens and $8 per million output tokens. Yeah, it's still expensive, but compared to Claude 3.7 Sonnet, it's cheaper. Claude 3.7 Sonnet is even pricier. It is $3 per million input tokens and $15 per million output tokens. Very pricey. I do think there is some strategy that these AI labs have. That is the reason even Anthropic priced their 3.5 haiku. They increased their pricing. And even OpenAI increased their pricing. GPT 4.1. I don't know what is the strategy behind that, but they both have increased the pricing for some weird reason. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Samit. Yeah, they did say that it's Quasar Alpha. But which one exactly? They didn't mention that. Maybe they said the GPT 4.1 model. It could be that because the performance is very close to Quasar Alpha. I think OpenAI will surely not release a reasoning model, I guess. Non reasoning model. But we might see continuation of non reasoning models up to some time. But I mean, that is logical, right? There is no point in having a non reasoning model. Because if GPT 4.5 is very good, that is because of its scale. If you have a thinking model that is at the scale of GPT 4.5, then it is, when it's not thinking too much, it will be as good as GPT 4.5, and then when it's thinking, it will be way smarter. So, slowly and gradually, I think that yes, non reasoning models will eventually be a thing of the past. Yeah, even I didn't expect that. It's on the 7th rank. Let me look at DeepSeek's pricing. Guys, look at the pricing, guys. It is even cheaper than GPT 4.1 mini, but it's ranked at rank 3. Absolutely insane pricing. And when it comes to coding, it is available for unlimited pricing. I mean, like, if you take any plan, you have it for unlimited credits. There is no limit. Absolutely awesome. Okay guys, so now I will have to go and make the video. So let's do one thing. Let's ask it to stop the server. And most probably it was able to do that, I guess. Okay. So I will soon come with a video comparing GPT 4.1 and other models. So stay tuned for that. I'll catch you guys in the next one.